and you're enjoying the entertainment, because it certainly has been that. Some wild
Okay,
moments
I've lost
throughout,
track of
and I have
pistols, I'm
no
not gonna lie to you.
doubts that is not going to stop here.
If I was gonna guess, I would say
into
it's a
Icebox.
4-2, but I think that's
Oh,
wrong.
it is off the rails.
RRQ on attack, GENG on
yesterday,
defense, and we got a
RRQ
raid
derailed
boss
the
on
Paper X
Gemkin.
train, and nobody's been able
Chat,
to
who's got the actual
really
pistol
get
record
back
for
on
me?
track too well until RRQ, I think, started to really solidify their control on Lotus on their defender's side. Let's see if they can keep it up, but they start on the attackers here on Icebox. A lot of players just slow creeping through A. That turret kind of in an off spot up top.
Top of
It is
4-10.
4-2?
Spot
Oh,
out.
really?
Ash taking a shot with a Sheriff, unable to find him. Foxy will. 2 kills going to be picked up. Now a third on the quick peek.
Man, sheriffs are taking over pistols recently. Go on.
He's just not quite going to be able to
It
find
was
it.
so good. That's so much damage done.
Squad.
There was some armors in
Continuing
here
here
as
from
well.
GENG.
He did like, I mean, he
Sparrow
did
looks to
about
try to pull up
500
a clutch.
damage.
Texture Munchkin both 100 health. The Sheriff needing to connect with Skulls. Spots out one, they look for the double face. Minor reposition, a slow up on the
It's a
action,
great
but
shot.
Munchkin able to
And
collect
what a
it.
start that is.
GENG once again just down a single pistol round. Make that 3-4 in this regard. Take the first step towards a win, towards another tied up scoreline here. The opening round of Icebox.
Well, they're just playing from the upper rafters the whole way. Ash there using that turret to try to find a quick one and done before he backed out behind screens. Foxy just up in nest.
I mean, hit some
ruining
lovely
the
shots.
round. So GENG right back into the groove of things. Couple Guardians. There's a Sheriff buy up for Gemkin. Something to keep your eyes on.
Prodigy, I
for
think that
sure.
counts.
It's RRQ.
We count that here.
Onto the bone, or excuse me.
Okay, one Sheriff, that's pretty much it. Little bit of a low buy on defense, but it's okay. A little bit, it's not too much.
And it's a little bit of kind of a wait here from
Oh, the
RRQ.
silent drop down with the
They
turret. We haven't
intentionally
seen this
wait
for a
out that 0
while.
point before they start making their way towards A. Using the turret as a landing pad. This is adorable.
I mean, it keeps them quiet. It doesn't give the info away. It's actually
And they're going to try
very
to sell
creative.
It is.
There's the alarm bot. Munchkin starting to call for the rotate back, though. It's getting suspicious, given that there's no follow-up.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
that
It's
alarm
the
bot
whole
ends up
full
getting
process is
cleared.
if you catch people off that are like
Send from
holding
Cushy.
just this angle,
Trying
right?
to further sell this here, and that is going to be the counter rotate back. Texture starting to work his way back across towards the B site. He's got the Guardian, he's got the firepower.
Okay, drone over
Munchkin
towards
with the
B.
Sheriff
Does
to
keep
try
the
to hold
numbers
the line.
here. Munchkin,
Slow creep forward.
Sheriff only.
He's on a more aggressive angle.
Okay, well that's two Sheriffs now. They get a good plant. They have a very strong after plant comp. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, we'll just say 5 for the salvos. And it's a good plant. This is a hard retake. I know they have all the guns. I know RQ have no guns. This is a hard retake.
Position at the moment here for the salvos. Will start sprinting back as quickly as he can.
Molly number 1. It's gone off.
Down to 40.
They'll get another Molly. There it goes. Molly number 2.
At least get more damage.
KO knife. Line up with the KO Molly. There goes the KO Molly.
Turns back.
Still got salvos.
Up above him. Does he read that? Clears the
Still got salvos.
Registers it. Swaps to the classic.
Still got salvos. Salvo!
Whittling away out of the fadeaway shots.
We have the salvo here.
Crazy guy does manage to make this costly. As Ash scoops up the
well.
other Guardian, rescues as much as they can.
Almost.
The fuse was held all the while. GENG a 2-0 start, but still already on a rocky road.
It's a brilliant macro here from RRQ. Waiting out both 0 points from Munchkin to confuse the heck out of him. They are really attacking him when he's on the KO. Saw it on a set, seeing it here early on Icebox.
Oh, they came in so late.
And it's a scream of relief there for GENG. Got a little bit dicey for sure.
It was a really good eco. It was a really good eco plan by them. I thought they had it, to be honest.
He's going to go for it. He is going to be able to scoop that up. So Ultimate now online, going into GENG's bonus. RQ should be well aware of who was able to collect that.
Maybe there's a lot of chaos, and he didn't hear the tap of the spike.
That up. Double push forward now, though, here at green.
Just like the pistol from last time they played.
Texture's going to go swinging. And oh,
That's an
God,
incredible
gets
shot.
out. Scot-free, the snappy headshot. Entry power cut down here for RRQ.
He tried that on the pistol round the last time they played. Whoa, here we go.
Salvo's trying to force them back into the open. Texture does end up getting taken down. Nice shot from Munchkin though, finding Xpero there in tube just through the window. Cleans up that timing, cleans up the flank, and given the HP bars, RRQ are going to have to go for the save, you would suspect.
Horrendous, horrendous fast buy this one is. They got so, and they got heavy shut down over
Carry
towards
onward.
B.
They're gonna go.
30 seconds left.
Just around the corner, here is Munchkin ready to ruin their day. Spots out one, swings, gets the shot, spike, claimed interrupted, and oh, what in the hell is that? The fadeaway on the drop down. And widely, the only consolation available for RRQ is that this lockdown has been used, but Monyet.
They got him back with the knife as well. Oh boy, here we go.
Kill across. GENG.
What is this kill though?
Oh my god. So this, it's a very similar idea. You see this quite often from GENG on this map where Texture will just walk out the front of B garage if nobody's...
Oh, Jesus.
Unbelievable.
Well, better lucky than good. And but this time it's a very different result for Texture. That's kind of what's interesting to me is he anticipated that they were going to be anticipating that, and he just went for the one shot and TP'd out.
I mean,
and he hit it.
That's the proof that something wants you to go to a 5th map.
He needs to keep stepping up.
That's all I'm saying.
Because right now GENG is behind in the series. Outlaw for Texture. He's going to be holding down the angle as the forces of RRQ. Might have heard the alarm bot up at the top of tube, didn't see anything. Oxy actually over on the floor. He's starting to make his way around that corner. If they come through tube, he would be there to strike, but it seemed to be the choice they're making. Trying to dodge the stealth drone, cannot.
Yeah, it has been spotted. Confirm the weapon in hand as well.
A lot of people that can get one shot.
Tailwind
Even
across,
this, right? Yeah.
Texture as he goes for the reload. Ash scaling forward. Xpero going to be noted here on that attempted flank in through mid.
Oh.
Cushy picks up the Vandal immediately. Shuts down Boxy 9 with it. Pop
Great flash.
His way in.
Oops.
Trying to find the punch here on
Kind of got
Texture.
himself, but
still does manage to come away with the kill on
I'm
the
still
chip.
going to stick with it. It's a good flash.
2v3. This is a massive advantage. And turn of the tide here for RRQ. Trying to flash his way
What a
in.
round.
Cushy now on for an ace. Karan
Oh man, what a round.
Collecting.
Okay, dude, they got some guns to pick up here as well. They got some gun upgrades. Not sure they're getting one on. Okay, yes, they got one. Sorry, 2 gun upgrades.
For Rookie of the Year.
Dude, what a round this is.
Folks. So steady with the aim, reading the map incredibly well. Some well-timed utility. Keep his opponents from being able to punish him. Good flash there to back Texture into the corner.
Okay, well that's quite a hit. 1-2 combine next round. K-Wolf, sorry. K-Wolf for K-Wolf.
I don't think it applies to anybody but Texture. That's just something about that.
Depends on if it's a cursed aura.
God, this is kind of nuts one. Salvo on the stairs, salvo deep. You got a knife to see if anyone's fighting here as well, and you insert the Yoru into
Texture's a paladin, is what you're saying.
That really big off angle. And then they cover above him as well, so...
There's an alarm bot at the corner this time.
Just such a heavy punish over towards A. Contact swing with someone watching above you.
Of course, that one way. Annoying as always, but pretty far forward. Has to be real careful here.
Oh,
hello?
Yep, spotted, but it's not enough of a window to actually find the punish. Foxy does get some damage
Tail,
in,
but back of Snowman.
He has to back away. Swings around the backside, rotates over, gets himself tucked here at Snowman. No angle for a spray as Cloudburst was thrown just like in distraction there.
Great flash again.
Not connecting on everyone. Monyet finds the kill on account. Face back here. Cushy going to be put down. It's not resable at all. So in the end, a 2v2.
Yeah, this is good timing from Crazy Guy though. Still got 1 molly on the spike. Got 1 molly that they're holding so they can delay for a little bit. There is a killjoy here, so you could be tempted to pop the KO.
4 seconds.
Yep, just about back online.
About to rotate around. Munchkin spotted. Texture
Molly?
dead.
Oh, no Molly.
Finding it. Munchkin now all alone. Salvo's going to be waiting
Yeah,
out.
Salvo's to secure it.
Not going to be there. Shot flying. Munchkin just trying to leap out to safety.
Yeah, it's another good round from RRQ. I still like the idea from GENG, right? They had first buy round, third round, they had the early punish over towards B, and then they tried to set up a punish over towards A 3-person.
I don't mind at all the way Foxy plays this at the beginning. He tries to use that 0-point information.
I think Foxy just got outshot, to be honest, that's it.
Jemkin still very ready for somebody to be around Snowman. Foxy's crosshair is just a bit off initially. Munchkin comes storming in, but at that point, things have already gone pretty awry. All that delay utility. I think this is a good idea. I think our earlier timeouts for GENG are going to be better than not. I felt like they were a little bit late sometimes on Lotus. You need to make sure that this doesn't get out of control.
Some EU teams not play Teo? Some teams just weren't believers. Yeah. There weren't many.
Flip it.
Flip the side.
But there wasn't many believers.
Yeah, it's so well done too.
Oh, fist bump. I was gonna say I'm trying to
you had
see
like
exactly what's going on with the art here.
I feel like was everyone in Pacific a Teo believer? I think
so.
Apart from maybe T1.
There was the timeout call, and it was 0 and 5. So
but they won a tournament on us, so you can't be too mad at them.
Going nice and early here feels better.
Yeah.
Paper X, yeah, the Paper X and
like
DRX, dude. DRX were like the fast believers.
A ton of trust in Munchkin.
Paper X and T1, yeah.
He's a great idea.
And then in America's NRG.
Yeah. Okay, sometimes.
And then in EMEA, quite a lot of teams, to be honest.
I feel like
Na'Vi, K-Corp were the main non-believers.
Aren't even necessarily for your IGL. They're to ice the other team a bit because they're just you know, in the groove, and you need to find ways to get their mental out of that.
Dude, what is this flash? That's a peak mid.
Ash holding close.
Nice shot.
It's a hell of a headshot. Can't find the follow-up with the cushy, but do they suspect Texture? Well, yes, they do.
It's unlucky timing for Texture there.
Covering fire, catches him there on the corner. Keeps them in with the advantage. Foxy just sat here behind yellow, not going to get scouted there by the stealth drone. Walk down mid. Munchkin taking a peek, trying to see if he can catch anybody here on the cross. Now he's put himself in a potentially bad spot, but does manage to make the hop back across. So safety found for the moment.
This is so weird from RRQ. They're just sitting in spawn. X-Vero over at A never even really went up on belt. He just set his util up to play anti-aggression.
And now it's a bit of a fake attempt, but Munchkin's the only one sticking around. The two Guardians.
Two guns are here. Munchkin actually holds strong. Oh, that is the kill.
Flushes Foxy 9 out of the corner.
That was a nice kill from Munya. So Farah gets thrown the spike. He can get his ult. We get a lot of space taken. Double molly once again. And a, oh, what?
Not quite going where you wanted it.
That's so messed up.
It's okay.
It bounced off that wire again.
Pick him up. This is very tough for Munchkin.
Do we see a couple of them? See the wire that like outlines the plant? Stuff can bounce off of it. We've seen some terrible ones. We've seen some like Viper mollies that are gonna stop plants that go flying. This one was pretty. This one was pretty bad, man. That's unlucky. Baby Bay, hello mate, how we doing?
Ash to start, but again, Texter does that a lot. Likes to push around that corner at B. RRQ generally pretty ready for it. And that, yeah, for Munchkin, I don't know what you do there. That's just, you hit the craziest flick of your life, a 180.
Who wants it more? I mean, RRQ from what we're seeing, but mate, they nearly messed it up, man. This Ascent game was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Either way, drone chasing.
Hello?
A little bit of a standoff there. Now they're coming out on top. Slow creep up continuing. Lockdown at the ready.
Do they salvo this? I mean, sorry, do they just... Do they have so much if they want to stop this? They got nade salvos, or they got Teo.
Armageddon called in to go ahead and clear out this ultimate. RRQ scaling options with that in tow. Nullified. As Ash is so far forward, Flash connecting onto one, heard the drop of another, but cannot get any punish.
Okay, we've got to keep an eye on this luck over towards Tube as well. It's kind of nice from RRQ, especially if they got a little bit unlucky with their timing. Because they wanted to like Killjoy ult then head over towards the site, and then the Killjoy would be lurking, and you think because the ult was here that he's with the pack. I like the idea.
She's trying to flash his way in towards B, find any kind of weakness here. None found, and now clock dips under 30 seconds. RQ looking to try to commit to the site, but not yet.
What? This is like getting punched in the face. What was that, dude? How does Maniac keep doing this? He did it over towards B early with that corner check.
Needing to find some kind of breakthrough. As Texture joins in on this side. 3 players spread. Crazy guy, the first to fall. Jemkin playing close. The mask goes in. The pit now going to be invested. Cushy finding Texture on the exit. It's a very quick use. This fragment flies. Push under the corner.
Yeah, lovely, man. Dude, RRQ are looking nice in these rounds.
Cannot find the shot.
Pretty nice. I don't know how Maniac gets that, but
they're just being outrageous.
Honestly, I don't know how Maniac's got both of these kills. This one over towards B and here, and they're both like really pivotal kills in the round.
This time, Xfero, yeah, able to take a little bit of space and it gets punished, but in the early part of the round, RRQ just happy to let Ash keep trying to find ways to bully them on the other side of pipes. They just shut him right down, and they open up a lot of space on the map, so A has been a priority. And previously, the desk was talking about it had been B. So RRQ, very different game plan. You know, a lot of pressure being put on the initiators. Munchkin, Ash, they need to step up if they're going to stop this from being an RRQ.
8-pack Prius is crazy.
They look really in control.
Yeah, kind of wanted to watch
really
it.
Seem to have a good read on what GENG wants to accomplish. This time, though, a little bit more passive overall.
Okay, we're going for it again. Silent drop.
Deep salvos just
Don't expect them close if they are holding that angle. It's a nice way of defaulting over towards A, to be honest.
He is just constantly throwing util.
We've spoken about the Trex drama and Mixwell Zeke drama. Again, I kind of missed the Mixwell Zeke drama. I don't follow Zeke, so I kind of didn't see any of that. But I know they had beef from back in their old team. And then the darker thing's just darker, just being frustrated that he's had a bad year. Or bad stage 2, stage 1 even.
Similarly hits the floor. Nano cleared out, now 3v4, 2 rifles in hand here for the side of GENG to try to make a go of this.
Me subbing in for Trex? Dude, I'm ready, man.
RRQ just so
what do I go play? Fade? Fade and Sova? Honestly.
Flash at the ready, the fragment still behind here.
Dude, I would have liked Teo, man. I actually think Teo's so easy that you could have faked being the player.
Karan gonna be taken down. Monyet finds Foxy 9. And Munchkin will
like if you wanted to try be a fraud in a team and you weren't that good, I feel like Teo was the best chance at it. Teo meta.
I mean, it's crazy. GENG's 3 rounds are the first 3. They get the bonus.
You just gotta stay alive, man.
I mean, RRQ is just in cruise control. Jemkin is filthy good. This last one that he gets is pretty clean.
He's nerfed. Yeah, those days are gone now.
Just gets flashed. He's like, I don't
no
know.
chance of me coming back.
Very beautiful.
But they're reading the map really well.
Oh, Chamber. Problem with Chambers, you had to hit the shots.
To get a good idea
you had to have the skill aspect.
On RRQ's attacker side, because a crazy guy just throwing util all over the place. And
Teo, majority of the time you can start playing with Brain.
You know, a lot of teams are using the salvos very intentionally to secure an objective or to secure space.
Okay, that's big info. Rotate goes in. Don't have a Yori TP down though. It's a good flash.
Still only going to be able to find one. Munchkin does get a bit of a follow-up, but it's so quickly traded back and shut down.
Next kills everything.
Every advantage to GENG. Scrape for claw at. Just ripped from their grasp.
I mean, they still get a little space in that one.
Stun not connecting on the Foxy 9. He'll swing out, looks for a little bit more. Similar scenes as the trades continue. Now, the one.
No way, 4 HP. Dude, what is it with this best of 5 and people winning clutches on 5 HP or less? This is the first time that RRQ's won one though. We've had it, we're collecting them all. We've had a 5 HP, a 4 HP, and a 3 HP.
Now 6 and 3 in this map. Crazy guy.
Dude, that was a nice shot here though.
Is looking so damn good.
He's just having a ball now. Really starting to get comfortable.
Did the comms come in that he's low and then you hit him once with a classic?
Perfectly cut.
Good cut. Very well done.
Excellently done.
There was
another round where you forced him down to eco, dude. RRQ have got so many rounds in a row. Looks like the first time where GENG are actually guessing right with their punish, though.
It just feels like it might be
the punish must be good here, right? Molly, salvos.
Smoke to go down.
For the readjust, Ash finding one. Jemkin knives.
Or just guns.
With the goods,
nice shots.
GENG. Something about a thrifty. In a good spot now. Xfero, however, looking to try to turn the favor around.
I mean, he can one-shot both, but he's probably going to upgrade that gun at one point.
Still will find insta-gibs on either of these targets. 25 armor for both. Likely wants to swap out the weapon, though.
It's got to clear a lot of angles. But GENG just playing contain. Just don't want to give up a rotation route.
He has full util. So Ken trying to lock off the back approach angle, set up the turret.
Yeah.
Create some, early alert systems for himself.
Got some real good options.
Taps the plant. Here's the footsteps. Foxy immediately.
Ooh, the walk spawn. At one point he has to run.
All the way through here.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and he's going to hear him.
Yeah, that means Foxy hears it.
So yeah, Foxy hears
but he knows he hears him because he's close. The hell is that pre-fire? That was legit.
Damage going to be found, and now you've got Munchkin approaching from the opposite side to try to bait him out.
Yeah.
Munchkin is there on the angle. GENG will be able to get it done.
It's a hard situation.
Lockdown not going to be a waste, and unfortunately there for Xfero. Just a bit of a routing issue.
Creative use of the lockdown for sure.
Oh god, that second kill
puts his opponent into a really bad position. He's going for it right off the tap.
That's wild.
Knew that they could, again, it was all about contain. It was all about making sure that all of Xfero's options there were bad. And that they could keep him under their noses, so they knew exactly what he was going to do. He's got an op now.
I was going to say, Xfero operator.
You don't see that every day. I mean, he's not bad with it. He's used it in the past.
I mean, RRQ taking something away from their match versus Paper Rex. They say, well, Divide does it from time to time.
Yeah. Why can't I?
You play Killjoy.
Same thing.
Slow creep forward, just trying to reduce the angles, but Munchkin, yeah.
They're hitting so many shots now. What happened?
He's mowing down for 2.
Yeah, well,
looks for a little
almost
more.
Every
Crazy
shot.
Guy still having his number. It's his back kill, but it seems like GENG in a good spot to continue to shrink down his RRQ lead. Ash collapsed the pond, but Kushi dead. Snakebite at his feet, and Crazy Guy with 19 HP already. Wrapped around on. It's just going to be a shot to the chest from Munchkin. 6-5, RRQ out in front by 1. Question is,
they can get 6 on defense. It's pretty good. They got so many nice ults.
Be able to tie this up 6
we got a lot of ults. It's going to get a little bit chaotic.
Oh, man.
It's a great shot.
Munchkin's just so
dude, that's fast as well.
Ooh,
dude, these double kills over towards B are unbelievable.
Foxy, really solid all day. And they're just starting to get some good reads. I mean, RRQ starting to turn up the tempo a little bit, and GENG's happy to play that game. Coming at him a little bit
double
stronger.
Up.
2 ops.
Yeah, I guess we got a lot of money and got some backup guns somewhere.
They have another rifle sitting on the ground somewhere. Or is this just the plan?
Yeah, strong arm.
Munchkin was like, yeah, okay, you want to op? Let me show you how it's done.
Could be famous last words.
Yeah, well, it is Munchkin.
Point set, swing coming through. Jemkin, the one to catch the bullet. Sink it down as Armageddon called in to try to clear.
Haven't been loving their tail ults on attack, I'm not gonna lie.
There from Crazy Guy felled as Foxy9 finds it.
Not been.
To the back.
Oh.
Cushy having to get off the angle as they're just getting pressured from every single angle on Moniette.
Yeah, I mean,
alone.
It would have to be a lovely 1v4.
Munchkin
does have ult at one point, but you don't really want to use it before you plant.
Just has to wait this out. Yeah.
You could do some mind games with it, for sure.
Silent peek there on the rope, the spike.
Yeah, let's see the mind games. Loads of potential here. Oh. No. Not what I was hoping to see.
Finding the shot, 6-6. GENG managed to rescue this. 3 in a row to start, 3 in a row to conclude the opening half.
Yeah, love that from Munchkin. Gets the op shot, has a rifle on the ground behind him, picks it up, puts it to great use. Not yet trying to shoot back, but just taking a lot of damage and trying to get tricky. But
the tail ults, yeah, that
well ahead of time.
they're like ulting to keep them over towards site, but I think it could be a little bit better.
For RRQ on that
Thing is, they haven't cleared site and they've been
anymore.
getting fought on site all the time.
No
So I would like them to do site, but
like statistic norms.
and I feel like they have the
out
info
window.
because the drone and that got shot, but
it is chaos.
Ash v. Cushy. Very tough battle, but yeah, given the RRQ fandom here, only one real way to try to lean. Both of them certainly deserving the respect and the accolades.
Yes. They both really stepped up. Ash in particular, you know, obviously I think Cushy is so far been the better player overall, but Ash is really starting to come into his own. He's found some good impact, especially in the lead up to this grand finals. The grand finals has been a struggle for him, if I'm being honest so far, but still time to turn that around. Fan very happy just to show off their little teddy bear.
Yep. All right, well, a rallying cry from the GENG camp as we get ready to go into this. We're able to find that opening pistol, as we mentioned previously, led into a bonus conversion.
okay, we got double sheriff, and we're sitting at a 4-3 pistols 1-0.
Start off this half as they look to push us to a fifth and final map of split.
At the moment, I'm just on board with sheriffs just win you pistols, so RRQ just win this.
Doesn't quite manage to find it.
You didn't see it on screen, but on the map, RRQ stacked 3 players at Boiler because of what
Okay,
happened.
no
last
wall
time
over
with
towards B,
this.
so they hold it down with 1. Wall goes committed over towards A,
Crazy
and
guy finding 1. Karan, however, finding 2. Cushy going to be taken down.
still got 2 here though.
Similarly falls.
2 here, and the wall would mean that
One-player
at least
advantage.
Karen would be 1 shot if he goes through, or back through.
Right corner of sight is Sheriff there on the Raptors.
Dude,
Jim
Karen.
Gibbons not quite able to confirm the kill, but Xpero will be able to put him down. So Karan now dead.
Munchkin 1 shot.
Playing protect, takes out wide swings. Lazita nasty shot down to 45, and Monyet now noted, surrounded.
Hold up.
Fights back for 1. We'll need to try to
Damn, he gets info on both.
There's a frenzy above. Goes for the peak.
Okay, that's my fault for talking about the double sheriffs. 2-0 on this map.
They will find both pistols here on Icebox.
4-4.
They will tie it up 4-4 across the series.
Yeah, he's
now they will
keeping
gain
track.
the lead for themselves once again.
Now let's see what they can do off the back of this. That's a pretty nice little flick up from Crazy.
Insu, hello.
Karan, though,
How we doing?
starting to heat up a little bit here in the pistol. Hitting some pretty sick shots. Yeah, when you're just isolated behind the nest like that, you know, GENG, nobody over peeking there.
New
time,
mini
really
TikTok?
nicely
Dude, what have you done to my boy?
Foxy, couple Guardians, a Bulldog.
And the gamble stack for RRQ.
Yep, it's all 5. Chilling towards A, but they're starting to fan out a bit.
Well, that 0 point. That certainly lets you know.
Yeah, it's not too confusing anymore. Plus, Foxy is a Marshal.
He does. And
It's an
he's got the
incredible
headshot.
shot.
Nice readjustment. Gets that one, and everybody else says, well,
Yeah,
you don't
anyone
push
shoveling
that
coal into the
side
train is my
anymore.
boy,
Let's
come
not
on.
try to overwhelm Foxy.
We don't want to give him another highlight
Yeah.
reel. Well, Primmy's already got one.
So back away. Plant now coming through, and I think RRQ widely, they're just going to be content to chill back, try to close the distance here. Just not give over any additional eliminations and try to go down to the spike if at all possible. Texture, he wants, he's out for blood though. He wants a little bit more. Down to 22.
There we
How
go.
many does he want to get? He would
that
love
ult
to be
early.
able to find these last couple kills. Have a dimensional drift online. Karen, however, the one who is now watching over towards the 2.
Not
and will be able to
not the
clean them up.
cleanest
So,
flawless
GENG
we've seen, but
flawless here.
nonetheless, it's just
Close
2 armor
out
rebuys. It's
the
pretty good for
anti-eco
GENG.
and move forward into
Dude,
the bonus.
GENG have had
Yeah, this is
incredible
really
starts
nice
to
aggressive
both halves
positioning
at
in
the
post
moment.
plant for GENG. Make sure that those ult orbs aren't going to go for naught. Just get out there, get them. Karan.
적팀이 집중력 풀릴 때마다 나오는데 이거 어떡해요?
I was watching the scorecard there as they push around the corner.
Yeah.
You're doing well. You don't have to be hitting tab in the middle of the game.
No. Yeah, and now you're starting to really get some ults almost into cycle, which is huge.
Oh.
Great util to back Jemkin off.
Shot whizzing over the top of Jemkin on the
That's
repeat.
fast as well.
Instantaneous.
Salvo.
Kills
Clear
Ash,
over
gets
towards
out.
B. Insta swing, pop of the dash.
That is
It's nice.
filthy. It's unfair.
Peak.
With the orb getting taken as well, that kind of confirms that there's more numbers over towards here. So Crazy Guy's going to clear this one out for the drone. But how early do they do it? Because the earlier they do this, okay, it's pretty early. They clear out the question mark over towards B. You might even see a double rotate, especially with the Killjoy util like this.
B seemingly pretty empty, so it's going to get the rotations coming through to lean back in towards
Yeah,
the
this
A
might be a
side.
stacked site as long as Cushy doesn't go down here.
Cushy just waiting with the knife. Throw it right at the back of pipe.
0 point now, going to be sent out.
Okay, that hit 2.
I think he hit 3.
Foxy here. Top of 410, just tucked in behind the box. I mean, GENG trying to scale forward. Yet still not quite here as, risky business going across the rope there as Munchkin trying to pace forward, but now Spike going to be dropped. Foxy not able to find one Crazy Guy, take him down. Texture tries to exit, but Jemkin finds a headshot.
It's nice though.
Like
4-person stack on the site. Everyone was calm. There's good smokes from Jemkin as well as shots.
In the anti-bonus for RRQ.
Solid.
The gap now just 1 round separating.
Yeah, it's just really good diligence, but obviously
Yeah, the drone over towards B reclear really helped them out as well.
That helps, no doubt about it. Man's just been outrageously good all day. He has plenty of gas left in the tank, seemingly. He just does not stop. Crazy Guy's got noted.
Oh.
I bet you're real thrilled about that.
Here's Jemkin if he meant to drift down off the top of yellow or if that was an accident. Either way, dimensional drift here for Texture. Spotting out a couple targets. Don't know if he necessarily made note of Manya. Okay, now has absolutely seen him. And he's going to exit right here at the front of the side of Xfero.
He's just going around the site twice.
Munchkin gone, spray through the overwhelm here on the side, but Manya.
I mean, Manya did pretty good, but that's too much.
All alone. His teammates down on the
He should
floor.
be saving anyway, just because of the money. Might get a little bit tempting once you hear some of the damage comms coming in, but
Alarm bottle around the corner. Heron, narrow little reposition. Texture about to be the first challenger here, perhaps. Jemkin rides the rope, peeks in. Nothing spotted. Likely will just go for the exit. A couple shots coming his way, but opts to go for the save. GENG.
yeah, it's definitely the right choice. They
They
can still buy into this.
Up to come through. It's going to be 9-7 as this
Crazy
fight goes
Guy's going to
on.
have to take a bit of a hit if they do
Finding
buy.
great
He's going to be sitting at
value out of Texture's
3-3.
ultimate. Able to ping out 3 different players. Get the GENG players in position where they can take advantage of it. Get themselves up by 2 rounds again. RRQ. Seemed like maybe they might start to stabilize a little bit. I mean, it was 1 round, but this round right here, Munchkin just so ready there for that angle. Texture's just doing around the world near the nest. Not yet, trying his damnedest, but gets shut down, and into the next round we go, into the breach once again.
Yeah, this
got the
is the
Vipers
round though.
hit.
2
He's
here,
got nearly
5
to his
here.
ult.
Can't buy
Things
next.
to consider.
Viper, if they get over towards site and 1 away from a tail on defense, which looks like they're going to get now for free. Nothing behind this for GENG to stop them from getting that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Back
I'm
pedal.
loving that if I'm RRQ.
He's playing this site alongside Xfero, both of them here on the ground. Playing along that elevation, and Texture just swings out a little bit further than Xfero might have anticipated. It's a fun of that kill.
Gets out.
Yet now desperately trying to escape. Barely manages to do so. The Salvo's chasing in as well. And now it's going to be Cushy just trying to show up the peel here for
my
his
God,
teammates.
what a
Who ends up being
flash.
casualty. Finding one, Jemkin finding another.
Wait, how? How did it...
As now they get themselves in with the player
Is it
advantage.
team flash?
Here Armageddon, Munchkin just narrowly able to avoid it. And that should tell them the rotation has begun. The ping's starting to come down, but they don't know if somebody's put themselves further forward here, implanted on a lurk.
I mean, if GENG could get here cleanly, they've got so much post-plant util to delay. 2 nanos and a fragment.
I mean, off the top of the spike, though, they can just stop the original plant.
Munchkin to dodge the util.
Salvos go out to prevent the plant. Riding it forward.
Chill, mate. Wait for your team.
Narrowly coming away with a kill, but now the spike.
Spike down 20 seconds.
On the forward angle.
20 seconds.
Foxy riding that rope forward, dropping down, collecting it. Commits to the stick.
Oh.
A quick peek, the drop down. Goes up and over the top. Position noted, heads spotted. Rides back up. Drops down once again. Just dancing around. The nano caught in his hand, Moniette.
Moniette's just had enough and started running at him.
Runs him down. He cannot separate, he cannot divide and conquer.
Was the Fnatic
RRQ
Liquid series good? Ah, it was really good, man.
blow.
It was an absolute
Keep this
banger.
so
The
very
fracture was
tight-knit.
so sick.
It's just so tough for GENG there to get onto the site the way they want. I think Ash oversteps a bit on the follow-up behind Texture here.
Today you'll roast me to Yinsu. That feels like every day on the EMEA broadcast at the
Swinging
moment.
out into that is not a high percentage play. I think that's what cost GENG that round. I think if Ash just holds the line there, they might be able to get a B plant down and have a ton of great post-plant utility, but instead they're onto some stingers and a couple rifles. Bye going to be a bit weak. RRQ a chance here to tie it up. 0 point. Sees a couple. Seeing that Tejo though, that's quite valuable. Look at where they are on the map. They have all of the map.
They are just completely boxed in.
I mean, this is technically a low buy, but it's not too bad. Missing out on an armor, that's about it.
Make this round nigh impossible. Flash out, Cushy swinging the corner, eats a full flash.
He's palmer
No
blind.
punish to be found quite just yet though, as Foxy9 able to find one. Texture, Charon, however, answering back. And Charon looking to counter pit, perhaps.
Dude, look at his brain going through all the options.
Yes! It's around the corner, crazy guy catching a huge
Well, this
glimpse,
is going to
but
just
the
be
shots are just
impossible
not
to see
connecting.
anything. Ooh.
Sparrow up and over the top, however.
Okay, they're locked in, but
Munchkin going on a
they still have a pretty good pit,
Everyone
but there
now
could be
from
multiple
GENG.
places.
Stuck here inside of the pit.
Oh my.
HP bars all over the place, and Ash! Barrel stuffing with the stinger, able to find one Moniette.
That's
now
the kill,
dead.
though.
Their own pit gone. The
Nicely
TP
done
in the
from
back
Texture,
of
dude. What a round this was. Oh, that was
Finds him for
crazy
the
again as
3K.
well.
GENG somehow scraped by with this round.
I think
Oh
they
my God. I mean, I thought this
completely
round
own
had
them as well,
RRQ
right? Money-wise,
written all
I think
over it.
they forced them down to an eco.
The early
Might
part
have
of
to
it
be the whole
so
map on
well.
this.
They're just taking all this space, but then when the execute starts to develop, oh my God.
Just the feet spotted there for Texture.
Unbelievable. But when the execute starts to develop, RRQ
The defense pit,
kinda
the
second-guesses
defense
themselves.
pit
They
was
pull
fine.
everybody back
They just, when they were double
towards
swinging,
the
well,
screens and towards the rafters.
when they were fighting
and
over
that's where
towards the
try to
right, they
set up
just
their
needed to
defense.
coordinate better.
I think they would have been better.
There was like
suited
two holding
to
left,
send at
but
least two players around onto
they're
that
not going to
flank.
push through the all. Everyone's
You know, like
reactively going to go
Sparrow
left.
there found some decent damage. If they could have gotten one more player through that backside, I think that could be a very different round. I think they just weren't 100% sure, confident. I don't know.
Tough to say. First time out calling here from the side of RRQ. It's been one use for each team, despite how neck and neck.
The stinger, I mean, the stinger
has
definitely
been.
needs enough.
We'll see though. A back and
We
forth
won't see it
across the
until
last
after
4
champs, though.
rounds. Does that continue? The round win off the back of this timeout call here for RRQ.
Has every best of 5 that GENG's played
Gone to 5.
I think,
I want to say yeah.
well, both
At least
Masters.
this iteration.
Yep.
So across the last 2 years.
I mean, GENG are in a lovely
Yeah,
spot
probably.
now.
Yeah.
Double pistol definitely helped them out a
Seems
lot.
about right, I guess.
They're like big numbers.
Oh, no, wait. They beat DRX 3-1.
How do you nerf the stinger? Just the fire rate, to be honest. Fire rate's too high.
But a lot of
Fire
them have
rate
gone
or
to
add
5.
more
It
recoil.
feels like they've gone to 5.
They seem to drag
And like
a bit.
more random recoil.
Let's see if that is going to happen again, or if RRQ can find their bearings. GENG just 3 round wins away from sending this to split.
Yinsu, for God's sake.
Drives in hand for Jemkin.
Look at
Waiting here at the top of screen.
In the
Karan.
Phantom needs enough? Nah, I think
Out
it's
wide
fine.
here at spawn.
Everyone wants the Vandal anyway.
But Xferro ends up pulling away from the angle. Suppress not connecting on the Jemkin, and he immediately finds value.
That was close, that shot. Killjoy goes in. Oh no, not another one of these. The ults on the ecos, but this one makes a little bit more sense than what we saw earlier.
Yeah, I like the change from GENG round to round, leaving Karan over in the spawn, recognizing that their flanks were weak.
Spotted one, nothing else going to be seen here by Texture. Sends out the gate crash. Thinks it's back into this realm of reality.
Yeah, I think
side of yellow.
The salvos from Crazy Guy aren't good there, in my opinion.
To dwindle, and Crazy Guy finding a time
He did good with the shots though.
Trade out, but Jemkin now another reset, another kill. Ash dead. That's the
I mean, Karen has to go. Karen or Texture, one of them has to go crazy. Looking at this, you would imagine it has to be Karen.
Once again is on a lurk. The gate crash right here next to him. Gets around the back. A coup de grace to Karen. Looking for a little bit more, but Texture now completely, utterly surrounded. Finds the first, and Jemkin
what a round this is.
To pieces.
3 guns to pick up as well.
Timeout works.
Jemkin hit a lovely shot to start it off.
Jemkin is just unreal.
Jemkin is scary though.
Dragging RRQ, kicking and screaming.
He's really scary. Dude, again, the top like 10, top 20 list for this tournament's really hard.
In the world right now than Jemkin at this duelist.
Because where on earth do you put Jemkin? He's very high up there.
This is why. Outrageous. And he's always just cool. It's like, yeah, guys, I'm happy. We're doing good. You know, in his post-match interview, he's like, yeah, I'm happy. And I'm like, are you? It's hard to tell. They're, once again, going to make some early pressure towards A.
Okay, low by now for GENG.
Get a little bit of info that Jemkin's there, but that's
good news is they still have ults, I guess.
But I think, you know, for GENG, oh, Karan just gone. Got out-dueled.
Or was it a timing hard that they couldn't?
Yeah, I want to say that the smoke was up and then they just spammed.
Maybe that was a poison orb.
Never know.
Yeah, that could be.
Either way, it's a huge advantage here for RRQ as they look to break the back.
The mods, yeah, they're out of control, but they run the stream. There's nothing we can do.
This is
on the corner. Shots avoided. Texture repositions. Slowly starting to work their way back, but Xferro now entrenched here at mid. Like you said, a stinger in hand. Here's the rotation.
You can't try that stuff on me, Insu. Come on.
Catch on the texture. No. Angle just not
You're
quite
confusing me for
saw Texture's shoulder.
the other coach.
Them, but they haven't seen him.
Yeah, that's
come down. Salvo's now flying. But yes!
Dude, he's full running.
Hitting the fadeaway as Foxy 9 hits the floor.
How many shots in just this map alone are we going to see? That's so stupid.
No real way to do it.
Imagine losing the round because of that. I think they probably would have lost it anyway, but that's outrageous. Didn't even attempt to stop here.
I mean, this is just great map awareness. And all it takes is one little spot onto Jemkin.
Look at this round. They got smoke kill into this. Oh my god.
You lose Karan early. We don't really know how, but GENG tries to do something a little bit tricky with a 2-2 split. And it gets punished. Nice positioning from Xferro to get the read on the round. And Ewok was saying, surely this time. Surely this time.
Like I said, does this cut the lead down? Not really. It'd be 7-2. GENG, they have always been able to dominate RRQ. But even though the numbers don't look good on paper, the feeling that RRQ gets, the feeling that they give to GENG means a hell of a lot more than a scoreline written down.
Oh, beating them right here on this stage,
they get a full buy.
The #1 seed out of Pacific to go to Masters Toronto.
Chad, is this the most that a #1 seed in a region has ever meant?
See if they're.
I think so.
Can continue
Miss Swiss.
For GENG, their last one.
Because normally you just miss Swiss,
still one more
and that's pretty cool.
Able to be dispensed.
But that means that but this one means that you miss Swiss and get the extra time for Teo.
Sending Munchkin and the team out.
And you got a map going out. Like I think the 2 weeks are just so important.
the series isn't over.
And I think with how scary a lot of the other regions are as well, skipping Swiss is probably like...
under those crosshairs just yet.
I'm not saying that the other teams in other tournaments when we've had Swiss have been free, but I think this is like probably the most competitive it's been.
Some being a bit of an
The points mean more as well, so the points as well. Yeah, you're right. Okay, big change up from GENG, just taking over towards Snowman with the flashes.
Both get taken down, still no Armageddon able to be used here for the side of GENG. Lockdown, however, from Foxy 9. It's going to look to try to make this maybe a bit more complicated, but maybe even not necessary. Monyet trying to find a bit of a timing spray, but Texture owning the round.
Look at him go.
Pop flash, 2 targets nearby. Can't find either of them.
Before at its peak. Molly on spike, extra molly here. Should be impossible.
Fragment the clear yellow.
I mean, it's just impossible, right?
The chase forward, the 0 point to try to reveal all. Goes up and over the top. Hunting heads as they cannot get on for the defuse. Jemkin now alone to try to at least make it costly, and costly it shall be. 2 players surviving, however, and GENG.
Money's really good for RRQ, they can buy easy.
Works the treat for them. 2 rounds away from taking this to map 5.
Yeah, just creeping up a little bit towards B, and once they're given enough space to get set up for the flash TP to take control of yellow, Texture's on the hunt. Once he seemingly gets past the B site, that's when Texture just becomes an absolute nightmare.
Swiss starts on 7th of June and player starts on the 13th. Oh, is it actually that soon? Okay, so it's only a week extra, but still, I think a week's nice.
Heavy investments here from the side of RRQ. Cash is going to be in a rough position if they drop this round.
I don't think that GENG even knew there was an op in that previous round.
Wait, how are they cramming that much into that many days? Can we get like 3 matches a day or something? Dude, tunnel vision's so heavy.
Dead, and all momentum gained from the previous round victory snuffed out. Jemkin will get timing. Foxy doing well to come away with that.
It's doable after that kill.
Needs to try to get himself out of this spot.
Tail pushes him forwards. That's an incredible flash to bail him out of here. Good, lovely from RRQ. Everyone trading at the same time as well. 3 pass and peak.
Tied up.
So I'm looking at Monyet there thinking, damn, he's still peeking, but as long as I see everyone else doing that, I'm so fine with it.
Not letting this team run away to run towards that map 5.
It's a round-around adjustments. Very nicely handled here. Crazy guy putting Jemkin over there with the op to make sure that it's locked down, and you have a follow-up for that flash TP behind yellow. You have a
Monyet's beast in the 22 to 15, same as Jemkin.
Kill count for this map.
Okay, force him down to an eco. If there's ever a time to not get eco'd, it's this one.
Who's seen the deepest runs in tournaments, now showing his value when he's needed most. 2 more to go. Can they get it done?
0 point. Clears the stealth drone, stops Ash from getting further information.
Okay, this is something I wanted to see here from GENG. Oh, Foxy.
Rechallenge it, takes damage, takes the headshot. Xfero holds the line, damage not suffered. Nano here in front, crazy guy, just swinging out, making noise.
Yeah, it's perfect with the smoke behind as well.
Winning the fight, Texture. Eliminated now. His weapon will get scooped up.
It could have got scary. If he got around that corner with the alarm bot up, without crazy guy seeing him, it might have got close.
In Pacific, RRQ looking to get up to match point. The wall in his face, a flash as well. Ash scales forward, is able to find one, but Monyet shuts him down. The repeat from Jemkin is on point.
30 seconds left.
It's Karan now with the Sheriff.
Here.
Still needing to wrangle 3 outlaws on the opposite side. Spike in hand, the push out, and Jemkin staring down the scope.
Okay, 1 go at it.
RRQ, 12 to 11, match point in their hands.
Man, Xfero wins a big duel here against Foxy. Foxy had the jump on him initially. He caught him a bit off guard. It's a good change up from GENG. Take a little bit of mid control, but RRQ just really solid right now. The op coming alive, Monyet holding the line. That opening kill from Crazy Guy, so impactful, and it's 1 more to go.
economy hasn't meant too much for either team across the last few days, we could say, especially though in this series. And GENG's still in a very rough position. 3 half armors, a Spectre in hand for Munchkin. Same strategy set up.
I mean, it's still a nice take though.
Back yellow, stealth drone spotting nothing.
Oh, dude, this guy is dominating.
Finding him through the wall.
There's a wall here.
Dead on the floor.
They dug into that well too many times. RRQ's got the read on it, so you got to try something different, and this time they are. They're going to rewrap. They're going to rotate. Foxy over towards the belt, but they're going to be at a man disadvantage, and they're going to be potentially facing Jemkin's operator.
And they can't even try to recover the weapon.
Jemkin's got a
it is too far
miss,
gone.
I think.
Piling in to the weaker setup as far as numbers are concerned, but like you said, that operator
I think Jemkin's just got a miss. Let's see what's happening. It's a lovely push behind on this one. Pops his dash early, gets out of there, okay. Or use to push him out of there. Or retake, but then you've got to start looking. It's a Pharaoh behind. I mean, this is the push behind. Dude, the knife just hit the killjoy, so the alarm bot went down as well.
The answer's no. He strikes. Ash taken down.
Shot. Absolute shot.
Just the one. It's all on count.
Man, RRQ. That's so big for them, dude. That's sick. I don't think anyone had them winning this at the beginning of like stage 1. That's awesome.
The king of kings.
Man, Monyet had a really good map. Jemkin had just a sick final in general.
Stage 1 champions.